Hey everyone, welcome in. This is Weather Unfiltered. Tonight, keeping a very close eye on the potential for tropical development off the southeast coast. Rain absolutely drenching that area right now.
Yeah, we're going to break it all down for you. Well, we're not, but our hurricane expert, Dr. Rick Knabb, we're going to pepper him with questions. I'm Alex Wilson here with Mike Bettis. And of course, Dr. Knabb, you got a lot to cover today.
Yeah, and one of the water problems is going to be onshore flow into the East Coast, making beaches and boating dangerous, even if we don't get a tropical system to form. But we've been dealing with this just off the southeast coast wannabes like every week since the end of June.
Yeah, why should this week be any different, right? You see the area of interest on the left-hand side of your screen there. On the right-hand side, all the rain that's still to come on top of what we already had.
Yeah, so the flash flood concern is certainly there. Interior spots of the southeast on the road. Tornado watch is in effect for portions of North Dakota and South Dakota as we go through the next several hours. In effect until 10 o'clock local time. This is Pierre and Aberdeen and Bismarck. So I-94 almost to I-90 there in South Dakota. A lot of the storms, though, have been focused up into the North Dakota side of the story, either side of 94, but a lot of these just over the South Dakota state line. Storms firing, and they are quickly turning severe. So up towards Jamestown, we've got some heavy rain, but the severe weather is to the south and west of you. We've got Lemoore, Logan, and McIntosh counties under the severe thunderstorm warning until 5:30. Notice there's also a severe warning to the west of Jamestown. Closer look at that one. Kidder and Stutzman counties, Pettibone and Walters and Woodworth would be a few of the communities in the path of this one. This is moving away from the interstate, but we've got more storms building, and obviously what we've got down in the southeast part of North Dakota is going to continue to lift north closer to the interstate. So keep that in mind for your travels this evening. Now, areas to the north and west of Sioux Falls, we got a little action, more in the way of widespread rain through parts of northern and western Minnesota. Future radar showing things really get going across central South Dakota by about the mid-evening. I think we get through the dinner time hours and then things take off. Those storms continue to Fargo down towards Winter. Sioux Falls and Marshall could get in on some thunderstorms during the late evening, really the overnight hours, probably between midnight and 3 a.m. for some of these communities. Storms continue to move off towards the south and east. Omaha looking at a stormy start to the day tomorrow. Could be a morning commute issue for you guys, not just with the potent thunderstorms, but also with the very, very heavy rain that I know leads to plenty of problems as you're out trying to make your way to work on time. Tomorrow, severe chances down towards Omaha and Kansas City. Of course, with that overnight and into the morning threat, we'll be watching, northern Missouri, but Minneapolis, Duluth, Sioux Falls, Sioux City, and again, portions of South Dakota and Nebraska will be in play for that active weather. So we look at our disturbances tracking eastward through the same areas. So it's day after day with these storm threats in a lot of these areas. Even Friday, we've got a more potent system that moves in. Friday already highlighting areas from South and North Dakota to northwest Minnesota for a stronger risk of those big-time thunderstorms, Mike.
All right, Alex, thank you very much for that.
Last year. Scary scenes. It hasn't just been a California story. You can see all of the active fires and where we're expecting rain over the next 7 days. Limited to the Pacific Northwest, the extreme northern tier, very little coming across sections of the Four Corners region, with the exception of some into Colorado and New Mexico. Maybe a few blips of rain into sections of Arizona, but California, Nevada, Utah, western Colorado, parts of Oregon and Idaho, nothing expected with rain in the next week. Red flag warnings, thus, they continue through tomorrow for portions of Nevada and Utah and Colorado and Wyoming. So plenty of spots, including the Salt Lake City area, Grand Junction, Colorado, Casper, Wyoming. These would be areas where the risk for fire is going to be a little higher. So keep that in mind when you're doing, activities, whether it's anything that can create a spark. So whether you're driving, you're doing work, working with machinery, you have to think about that risk of fire. Keep that in mind when making these decisions. Relative humidity forecasts, they are down into the single-digit percentage range. Vegas, Cedar City, Salt Lake City, and Elko. So that's been this afternoon. Through the overnight, going up a bit, but look at tomorrow afternoon. 5% in Salt Lake City, 7% in Vegas. Again, 8% in Elko. That's exceptionally dry air here across sections of the West. And the high temperatures are also high. So it's hot and it's dry. As you can imagine, that would be a less than ideal combination when it comes to trying to prevent fires. 109 the high tomorrow in Vegas, 116 in Phoenix, 100 in Salt Lake City. Remember, we've got those extreme heat warnings in effect for many spots. Tomorrow, also expecting records, including Phoenix. The current record is 114. Tucson, 111 would break your record. Yuma, 116 would break a record for you. And Roswell, New Mexico, the forecast is 106. The record is 107. So, Mike, I think we're going to be very close to maybe tying that one.
Sure looks like it, right? So hot temperatures across the West. Around, Alex.
Want to head down to the ballpark for your game day forecast presented by T-Mobile. It is the Rangers versus the Yankees, and it's a theme night. We're throwing it back to the powder blue jerseys of the 70s. Of course, they've got the roof to keep it comfortable inside. Making your way to the ballpark, maybe hot. You may work up, right, a thirst. So get yourself a nice treat. Maybe one of like those. Well, here on Weather Unfiltered, we love a good shelf cloud right off the coast of North Carolina. Look at that thing. You have to pan. It doesn't fit in all one picture.
Like 9x16 or what do we call it these days? Yeah, it does not there.
Somebody, you would have had to take a panorama if you were just trying to get a solo shot of this.
That's really, really cool stuff. I mean, like perfectly delineated there, the shelf cloud. Well done.
And then you can see the rain behind it. Quite a bit of rain across sections of the southeast. So even here in studio, it's like you make it rain to feel like you're inside or outside. Like when I was outside today, I went for a walk and it was raining, so I was just like, I just may as well make myself more comfortable in studio. I'm used to walking around in the rain.
We could do that. We love to make it rain here at the Weather Channel. You're probably saying, well, I want you to stop making it rain.
Yeah.
Because a little bit, I mean, like 3-4 days in a row is like a bit much.
Some people do, and I don't want to yuck someone's yum, but honestly, I still like this way better than the heat. I know, Nab, you came in and you said, I want to get rid of this. I don't want it anymore. Enough. I still think I'd take it. I still think I'd take it.
I'm over it. I can turn the AC on just to get a little bit of sunshine.
But it's too hot.
Well, look, guys, I had to decide today. Would I rather live in Miami or Seattle? And I would take Miami every time.
I thought you were going to say Tulsa.
Yeah. He's like,
halfway
so I chose in the middle. I'm going to North Platte.
Well, Tulsa would be safe from hurricanes.
There you go.
For the most part. For the most part.
Man, you probably wouldn't like the tornadoes.
Yeah.
Plenty of mesmerizing weather moments. We've narrowed it down to the